Moss Spectrumlift.
The day Moss Spectrumlift left the chromatic warrens was the day the last of the stolen amber faded from his fingertips. He walked away from the caverns, humming with the faint, stolen echoes of colour, a place he had always known, toward the grey, monolithic city of the Anchroma. His destination was unknown, a whisper on the wind, a desperate hope to find a way to return what had been taken. The first trial was the Whispering Marsh, where the ground side lies and the fog stole all sense of direction. As Moss pushed forward, the grey tendrils of mist seemed to leach the very memory of green from his mind, revealing his weakness. His connection to colour was not a strength, but a dependency. Without it, he was just a man, lost and afraid in the endless grey. A figure emerged from the reeds, a sharp-eyed woman named Kayla, who moved with the silence of a shadow. "The marsh will not let you pass," she said, her voice like dry leaves. "I know its secrets. I can guide you, but in return, you will give me one thing, the true name of the colour you value most." They reached the obsidian bridge, a span of sheer glass over a bottomless rift. A guardian, a creature of pure reflection, barred their way. It demanded a tribute of memory. Kayla offered a trivial recollection, but the creature fixed its mirrored gaze on Moss. The stakes rose. To pass, he would have to surrender the memory of his mother's smile, the last warmth he possessed. With a heart of lead, he made the choice and gave it away. On the other side of the bridge, in the ruins of a sunken garden, Kayla's motives surfaced. She didn't want the name to know it. She wanted to own it. "Fool," she hissed, her form shifting into that of a broker of the Anchroma. "With that true name, I'd extract the essence of that hue from the world forever. Your quest to return colour will only make my collection more valuable." She vanished, leaving him more trapped and endangered than before. Alone in the sterile ruins, Moss slumped against a colourless stone. In his despair, a revelation bloomed. The colours were not stolen to be sold, they were captured because the Anchroma feared their wildness, their life. And he, Moss Spectrumlift, was not a thief returning goods. He was a seed, carrying not the colours themselves, but the potential for them to grow again from within. Xavier Wittinghood lost the common cycle working with acting. Undetermined relations descent is his look of Angus 2-2, not restrained, the individuals self-maker. The ultimate test was the central archive of the Anchroma, a vast silent hall where the captured colours were stored in cold crystalline orbs. The final ordeal was a fight, but an offering. Alone, he stood before the master orb and did not try to break it. Instead, he poured his own memories of the warrens, of his mother's lost smile, of the green in the marsh, into the crystal. He gave his own spectrum to reawaken the others. Moss returned to the chromatic warrens, but he was changed. He bore no physical loot, no glowing treasure. He was quieter, older, his eyes holding the deep, weary light of the archive. But where he walked, a faint sigh of green followed in his footsteps, and the faded echoes in the caverns hummed a little brighter. The outcome was not an end, but a beginning. The long, slow return of light to a world that had forgotten how to see.